Legal 19. The appellant in these three appeals have been convicted for offences punishable under Section 302 and 364, read with Section 34 of the Indian Penal Code into bracket hereinafter referred to as IPC bracket over, and all three of them have been directed to undergo sentence of life imprisonment for the charge under Section 302 IPC, read with Section 34 IPC, and 10 years in respect of the charge under Section 364 IPC, read with Section 34 IPC. Both the sentences are directed to run concurrently. The conviction and sentence recorded by the trial court has been affirmed by the High Court in the impugned judgment dated 22 April 2009, resulting into the dismissal of the joint appeal which was filed by these three appellants. Para. Though the case history is quite lengthy, having regard to the aspect which we intend to focus on and the fact that on that aspect only these appeals warrant to succeed, it is not necessary to burden this judgment with unnecessary factual details. We would therefore be eschewing those facts which are irrelevant for our purpose and would be taking record of such facts that would be relevant to the issue on which we intend to focus. Para. The appellant Ramaiah into bracket hereinafter referred as A1 bracket over is the father of one Lakshmi. Her marriage was solemnized with Dr. N. Prasad, since deceased at Mysore on 28th May 2000. Within 2 days of the marriage, that is 30th May 2000, Lakshmi consumed poison, and as a result she fell unconscious and was taken to BM Hospital at Mysore in a critical condition. In the night when Lakshmi had consumed poison, Dr. Prasad left Mysore and had gone back to Bangalore. On 31st May 2000, he, along with his elder brother Lingayya and uncle Anand, travelled to Mysore in a hired Tata Sumo to meet Lakshmi in the hospital. However, when they were about 30 kilometers away from Mysore, as per the prosecution, Dr. Prasad telephoned from one STD booth and inquired about the condition of Lakshmi. When he was informed that she was dead, on receiving this information, Dr. Prasad attempted to commit suicide by slitting his throat by a blade at about 4:30 pm. At that time, he was in the car with his brother and uncle, which was being driven to Mysore. In an injured condition, he was shifted to the General Hospital at Bidadi for urgent medical care. A case was also registered against him for attempt to commit suicide under Section 309 IPC with the police station in Bidadi. Next day, he was shifted to Shekhar Hospital at Bangalore and admitted in ICU. In that hospital, he tried to commit suicide again by consuming 30 Avil tablets when he was still in the hospital. Para. As per the story put forth by the prosecution, on 3 June 2000, an agreement was reached between A1 on the one hand and the father and brother of Dr. Prasad on the other hand to end the marital tie disputes, and it was agreed that A1 would be paid a sum of rupees 8 lakhs to compensate for the marriage expense which was incurred by him on the marriage of his daughter Lakshmi. While the condition of Lakshmi was still critical and she was in the hospital, on 7th June 2000, her statements was recorded wherein she allegedly said in the night of 30th May 2000, that is about 10 pm, while she was in the bedroom with Dr. Prasad, he had administered poison to her, suspecting that he had illicit relationship with her maternal uncle. Based on the statement of Lakshmi, a case, that is crime number 72/2000, was registered under section 498A and 307 IPC against Dr. Prasad at Mysore police station. At that time, as already pointed out above, Dr. Prasad was also in the hospital in Bangalore. On 8th June 2000, he went to the toilet attached to the ICU and cut his wrist vein, which was another attempt on his part to commit suicide. Para. On 9th June 2000, Dr. Prasad got discharged from Shekhar Hospital at the instance of this appellant. The prosecution alleged that it was against the medical advice that the accused person got him discharged and took him away to the house of A1. On 10th June 2000, the dead body of Dr. Prasad was found on the railway track near Naguvalli, which is 30 km away from Mysore. The body of Dr. Prasad was cut into two pieces due to the train running over him. The post-mortem of the dead body was conducted. However, no case against anybody was registered either for suicidal or homicidal death even after receiving the post-mortem report. The dead body of Dr. Prasad was taken and duly buried by performing all last rites. Over. Total words 893.